realms. Survived the 5 nights. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So we've been kind of going through this slow snowball effect where it really started as like a thing that like why should we care kind of thing, where it's just like every once in a while someone would be like, oh yo, Pokken, that's not a real fighting game, the game's boring, you smash as the god. It's like, whatever, dude, if you don't have to play it, it's fine. And when it's just randoms, like, who cares, man? When it's just randoms, I don't care at all. Like, randoms are randoms. Like, randoms talk all the shit because they don't have a face. Like, they know there's no consequence, so it's like there's no reason to get worked up. But what's been happening more and more lately is respectable community members that people like look up to that have 20k plus followers. Not just Omni, like there's been others too. Especially like the Salem thing too. Like, what the hell? I didn't even know about that until someone brought that to my attention. There's been SoCal players that play Smash, like hating on Pokken at Wednesday night fights and stuff. It's getting nuts, man. And what ends up happening is when somebody good starts like trashing another game, or somebody with a huge following starts trashing another game, people jump on board. They're like, oh man, you know, that guy I follow does it, and that guy's funny, he's funny, I want to be funny. Like, it's not like they're saying I want to be funny, it's just in their head, like, oh, I remember that guy was funny, like, I want to talk shit about Smash, I want to talk shit about Pokken too. I want to go in on Pokken too. And it starts becoming a chain reaction, and now we're in the middle of it, and I feel like a lot of the Pokken community is in denial right now. Like, I feel like a lot of the Pokken community is like, no, this isn't a problem, like, it's not a big deal, let's all get along. We tried that, man, and it's not going as planned anymore, because now it's big name people trashing us, and all of their following coming with them to trash us. Like, a lot of you were there for the stream when we were in the Canada Cup gaming stream when they changed games, and just the outlash was insane. It's not the outlash that we're used to seeing. And it's just, man, like, what do you make of it? You know, at what point do you let it completely overwhelm you to the point where nothing's being done? I didn't want to anymore. I knew if I responded to Omni in a way like that, because I like don't talk like that. I don't say things like, you should be ashamed. That's totally not my voice, especially you who know me, who have talked to me face to face. That's not my voice. But I knew if I said something like that, it would get a reaction out of him. And that's what I wanted mostly, is I wanted this to get on the table. I wanted his other Smash peers, especially the good guys like Esam and D1, to see what was going on. And you know, I wanted people to see, like, I wanted people to see that there's like grind going on. I wanted people to see there's shady things, even though people aren't like, you know, Omni's the leader of Smash Bros. Of course he's not, but he has a huge following, man. And when he's trashing a game, like 20,000 people are gonna follow. And we can make the argument of semantics, like, oh, he was just asking a legitimate question. That's a fucking option select, dude. You say something like, are people even gonna still play Pokken when this comes out? To make fun of it, because it's going to elicit a response from your followers, especially when you're a guy like that who makes jokes like that all the time already. Your followers are already assuming that's a joke, and that's not okay. Like, that's bullshit. And I mean, I decided I wanted people in on the conversation. I knew if I could just get a reaction off of what I said to him, that people would see what's going on. That's really all I wanted to accomplish. That's literally it. I know it might have looked like I was throwing a fit, but that was literally it, and I got exactly what I wanted. I just wanted everybody in on this conversation. I wanted people to be aware that this is a problem, and now we can start fixing it because of that, which is great, because, like, I could tell it hurt D1, and, like, man, I love that guy. D1 has been one of the most supportive people, and he hated seeing it, and I'm really sorry if you see this, D1, that happened, and I had to handle it that way, but I think you were able to see by the end of it, especially with Esam's comments, that we started fighting back, because we ended up with somebody else with an equally huge following saying, hey, you know what, this isn't okay, guys, you're not fucking cool for trashing Pokken, like, you're actually lame, you're an 0-2, you know. Esam trashed people for it, and that's what needs to be happening. Like, people like him who are also considered lead roles in the community have to step up and say, hey, like, we're not gonna do that, man, like, let them be. If you don't like their game, don't touch it. And that kind of leads to another thing I wanted to say is, like, somebody made a comment that made me think. I don't remember who it was. I totally don't remember. But it might have been, and maybe Catfight. And it was someone like that. It was someone, you know, someone who's usually neutral in these situations. They made a comment that made me think about it, because we don't have a comparable situation in SoCal. Anyway, let me stop rambling and just say what it is. he said, we're dependent on Smash. It might not have been Catfight, it's somebody, but we are dependent on Smash to have these tournaments at majors, to have locals. We're dependent on Smash. And then that made me think, like, what? That's not true at all. Like, what is going on in your region to where that's true? And I started, like, kind of looking around and started noticing that other regions are riding the coattails of Smash to have their locals. Yeah, it might not have been Catfight. I don't remember who it was. But other people are riding coattails, like, of Smash, and you don't have to do that. Like, I don't know where this belief started. Maybe just because it's a Wii U game, that we have to partner with Smash in order to grow the community and get players. You totally don't. Like, I'm not saying pull out of Smash tournaments. Like, that's great if you can get into something like Apex, for example. Apex was lit. That was really fun to watch. But we're totally not dependent on it, man. Like, SoCal's scene, like, we're with Level Up, man. We're with Wednesday Night Fights. We're with Street Fighter. Like, our scene in SoCal doesn't have Smash players playing it. We have, like, FGC guys. We have, you know, myself. I'm from Anime Fighters. We have, like, Wonder Chef, Mortal Kombat. We have Tekken Tim. It's in his name. Super Turbo Ryan. It's in his name from Street Fighter. Sid Fox, Marvel. Royal Flush, Marvel. Gouken Respect, Marvel. Tronzilla, Guilty Gear. Like, our community is not made up of Smashers. Like, it's made up of people from other games. And the thing is, like, Pokken is not Smash, and it's not close to Smash. Like, we need to stop showing, like, trying to show the game exclusively to the Smashers and, like, go to only their events, because this game is not, like I said, it's not going to appeal to them. Like, a lot of them gave the game an honest chance, and you can't say they didn't, because week one, the tournaments were largely Smashers entering because it was a Wii U game, but it's not all, like, it's barely any Smash. Like, I'm not saying there's zero Smash. Like, Jam, you're a Smasher, that's great, man. Keep playing. Play whatever you want. Play both games. I play a lot of games. But this game isn't, like, marketed towards that, especially with a name like Pokken. Now, I'll say it's, like, it's not Tekken either, like, at all. I would say it's, like, Street Fighter neutral mixed with, like, Anime Fighter defense. And what I've noticed is that it appeals a lot to those crowds. Like, Marvel players, Street Fighter players, and anime players seem to stick with Pokken when they try it. That's been my samples. So, like, you guys should try getting, like, I pushed for CEO Taku, and Jabali was nice about it, but he said, hey, not this year, you know, maybe next year, because he felt that Pokken got too much support from TPCI, and he wanted CEO Taku to stay, like, the unsupported one. But, no, it's totally not, man. Like, we have a small scene in SoCal, and we have nothing to do with Smash. I'm not at any 2GG events, dude. We're at Wednesday Night Fights, and we're at KO Gaming Lounge. We have nothing to do with Smash. It's not necessary. That's just completely wrong. That's a bad attitude to have, too. You can definitely have Pokken tournaments without sourcing Smash. Try sourcing the other gaming communities, man. Because it turns out when people like Wonder Chef from Mortal Kombat try out the game, they find out they really like it because it's more similar to those 2D fighters, and it's not similar to Smash. Most Smash players who I've gotten to try the game, that, like, you know, because I used to be from the Brawl community, so I still know a lot of those guys. They just didn't really end up liking it that much. Like, they tried it, like, they played it for a few weeks, and it just, you know, it wasn't fun. And it's not Smash, like, you know, it's just different. And yeah, you know, I'm glad there's some of you out there that came from Smash and did like it, because that happens sometimes. Like, I was originally a Brawl player, and I got into BlazBlue, and I really liked that, and that is totally nothing like Smash. And I found out I actually like that genre more than Smash, and I haven't gone back to Smash because of that. You know, that happens too, but it's more rare, I think, than handing a game like Pokken to, you know, a Street Fighter or a Marvel player, like, where it's more relatable. I think it's just more relatable to those communities. But, you know, we totally don't have to ride the coattails of Smash. Like, we don't need to be, you know, sucking them off in order to hold on to the community. Like, that's totally not necessary. Like, sure, if we can have a friendly partnership with, you know, a Smash major and have that tournament, that's great. Like, do it every time. But, like, we don't have to work extra hard for that. We can go everywhere, man. Like, that's why it's something I didn't notice, because in SoCal, we're already doing that. Like, our first Pokken series was at Wednesday Night Fights, which is the FGC series in the United States, because it's literally every fighting game is there. And that's, you know, that's why the SoCal community is so unique and filled with people from so many different games, because we got to have that kind of experience. And that's because I reached out. Like, I wanted Pokken to be a part of Wednesday Night Fights. I forged those relationships with Level Up, with Alex Valle, with Shingen, aka Frank. You know, you could do that. It's within your power. You don't have to only talk to Smash people. You don't have to only host your tournaments at Smash tournaments. Like, Start your own thing. Like, Overheat, for example, we're paired on the same day as Anime Fighters. There's no Smash going on that day. Yeah, I agree, Mins. I didn't like that Pokken was so exclusive. Like, we didn't get to be, like, it was cool that they did Evo at least. Like, that was awesome. Like, so Evo was a real tournament where we got Pokemon support, but I'd like to see Pokemon support other majors too. Like, what if NEC got a Pokken prize pool, dude? That'd be awesome. Like, NEC is already going to be awesome, but... yeah, I mean... those of you out there are free to disagree with anything I say, man. I'm not trying to, like, shove my opinions down your throat or preach, but I'm just saying, like, we don't have to depend on Smash to have a community. Like, I've been in so many other communities, including ones that had struggles staying up, like, Anime and, like, Brawl. Brawl had nothing because Melee didn't even accept Brawl, but you don't have to ride someone's coattails. Like, you should outsource to everybody. Like, we're entering a unique era in the FGC where you can pretty much pair up with any other game as long as you have good relationships with the TO. And I think right now, the way Smash has written off Pokken and the way the narrative is going, there's a chance that soon you're not going to be able to go with them anymore. So if you haven't forged relationships with Anime Fighters, if you haven't forged relationships with Street Fighter or with Tekken that's coming out soon, it's going to be huge with King of Fighters, with those communities, you're not going to have anywhere else to go because it's only getting more toxic right now. And unless we have people like Esam regularly stepping up and saying like, hey, stop, shit talking Pokken, it's going to get worse. Like, I hate to sound so cynical, right? But I've been in this seat so many times, man. Like, I did the Brawl community from 2008 to 2012 and just like got trashed constantly on the internet every time I mentioned the game. Called a pussy, said I don't play a real fighter, said I play a party game, and we got, laughed at any time we wanted to be part of a major, and it gets to the point where there's nowhere left for you to go. Brawl died at Apex, and it was like less than 100 entrants or something, and that was their last tournament because there was no relationships forged, and it sucks, man. And for a while, Anime Fighters was having that same problem, and a big shout out to Alex Valle again, man. Like, he really helped us out so many times when Persona Arena, Unio, and Guilty Gear Xrd, that era of fighters was coming out. Like, he included us in SoCal Regionals, he included us in the tournaments, and huge shout outs to Jabali too, because he had such a big part in saving Anime and giving them a major. Like, you have to have those relationships, man. When you can forge relationships with people like Jabali and Alex Valle, you don't need to ride the coattails of the other game. And we need to get to that point, I think. And it's within the if you have like a voice in Pokken. Like, I know you guys on the East Coast do. Like, you guys who are in here right now, like Mins, Thulius, Madluck, if you're still in here, you guys have a voice, man. And even if we all don't see eye to eye sometime, you guys can make change too. Like, you guys are definitely more in charge than you think. Like, people listen to what you say, and they take it really seriously. And if you say something like, "Hey, we should try to like get our game at this anime major up here in the Northeast," they're gonna do it. And like, what's NEC? It's an anime major, and I pushed for it. And I'm not saying it was all me, but it was like, NEC had Pokken, and I'm like, yo, like, let's make this happen. Let's send a West Coast player. Like, let's start hyping this up, because NEC is like what kept anime afloat, and like Pokken being there is awesome. That's such a good case of combining Pokken into the other communities and getting it better exposure. Like, anyway, I'll close out on this by saying we don't have to abandon Smash by any means, and I don't want you to think I'm saying that, but it's definitely a ticking time bomb where trying to ride the coattails of Smash to grow our game is not going to cut it. Like, we have to start outsourcing. Let's move on to this match, man. Let's change the tone. Just suddenly, let's change the tone. Dude, this match, Azazel versus In the Groove. Let's go back to this frame. Cut the music. Yo, Guts, I didn't even know what Guts was until recently, but I'm glad to see, people hyping up another major. And dude, Rewired, man. Rewired got huge out of nowhere. Holy crap, Rewired has a big bonus pot, so shoutouts to Quiet Repentance for making that happen too. Whatever. I can be sloppy right now. Let's turn up sound here. Let me know how the audio is for the actual game compared to my voice. Anyway, we are in the first game here. This is the grand finals. No, wait. Yeah, this is the grand final set.
Again.
I remember he goes for the third command throw here.
Oh, he went for it. Well, yeah, he tried the side strike there, but the meaty timing was.
So I noticed Azazel was really good at
he can't get touched, but he does
going through Shadow Mewtwo's counterattack with that first hit. Like anytime in the groove tried to counterattack and didn't get the full charge, like Azazel punished him for it every single time with the proper block string choice going into the armored move.
Back up.
Uh-oh. That's the end.
Shoulders.
So in the groove, definitely overcommitted there.
Started to fight back a little.
I don't agree with using 8Y in this matchup. Like 8Y, you don't want to do like super minus stuff to grapplers.
Okay. Vortex.
So this is really good for Shadow Mewtwo. Machamp has a ton of problems dealing with Shadow Mewtwo pressure, but he gave up his pressure. Never mind, he had meter. Like, this matchup is all dependent on Shadow Mewtwo getting pressure, because he totally, like, out-pressures Machamp if he gets in first. Machamp's defensive options suck against Shadow Mewtwo.
Azazel has his burst. Now, does he use it to try to...
Thanks, JTR.
All right.
Just saw your comment.
That was like 2 hits. He was gone.
Yeah, definitely, Bendy. This top 8 was awesome, man. I had so much fun watching this tournament. So yeah, that was really well done in the groove. He basically got in, stayed in, closed out the round. Started this one with meter. So that was big that he won the field phase there, and he has Umbreon. And a good confirm here.
Alright, I'm seeing a tailwind here.
Yeah, so I feel like, did he win the first one? I can't remember. If he wins field phase here, like, it's in good shape.
Wow.
Ooh, but he lost field phase.
Perfectly timed, because if he did it a little too early, he would have clipped on it last hit of flamethrower.
Pretty
See what
lucky
we're
there.
seeing
Good
from
call.
now is he's countering through those shoulder charges. He wasn't doing that first game.
Wow.
Karate chopping him.
Yeah, so that's the first time, this tournament was the first time I saw that Machamp could do that. Like karate chop through the second hit. Pretty interesting.
Ooh, fake the submission. Made him.
Is he getting hit?
What?
Is he getting hit?
Why did he call that?
I'm pretty sure Azazel meant to burst
That had to be a
there,
missing
not
clip.
call.
I think he was trying to punish burst with burst.
I don't think it would have worked, though.
Like, he was trying to just command throw cancel burst, and then his input got eaten because in the groove randomly bursted, which was unfortunate.
Will kill him.
Will kill.
He just has to get over there.
Oh,
wow.
he tried to pull a play there, but it wasn't working out.
Yeah, burst exhaust kind of screwed him up there, too.
He's like, Vortex.
Yeah, so, yeah, in the group had good pressure. He got really lucky in getting his meters to get out of that situation. And then Azazel lost on a...
in the group can maintain this?
Yeah, he wasn't trying to burst him out of his burst. He was literally just trying to command throw cancel burst him to, like, get him to jump. Because he was already doing that before that happened.
You got this guy hawking you down, staring you.
So yeah, now I think in the group gets 3-0'd, but we see a lot of good stuff. That was a really nice reaction to seeing blue there.
Scary face.
Yeah, you give me this scary face in game and in real life.
I think he thought that he was gonna outrange that, but he was very, very wrong. Super plus, he mashes there, you cannot mash there, and gets tick thrown. So that's like, yeah, this round's basically already over, unless he wins field here.
Bomb.
He tried to move.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's how this matchup goes. Like, you gotta. You know, if you lose the duel phase and you don't win the next field phase, that's it. GG. You don't have a way out. You don't have your meter. You can't make the run back at that point.
That bulk up. You're so afraid of his special moves, his submission, and all of and his close combat, but then they just never come out.
He never does it.
That caught a lot of people off guard because we haven't been using flamethrower,
Right.
and I have to just retract my statement about how much I hated that move from last episode. Because it really turned out from seeing his usage of it, there's a lot of really cool ways you can use flamethrower in the field phase to make it a very useful move. Covers a lot of options if you time it correctly.
Okay. You try to do body slam there.
He just lost the synergy because of that.
Okay. Going for optimal. Combo still going. Good. Okay.
Looking pretty low.
Got him 104.
So in the groove, having a really nice round here. He has his meter. Like, if Azazel wants to spend his, he can win the round, but this is like very, very heavy favoring Shadow Mewtwo right now. Gets his health back. He can go to full HP with burst if he wants.
Vortex.
Now he's got a burst here. To keep the pressure going. I'd go straight into jab personally. He goes 2Y. He could have bursted there.
I see you in the groove.
Like, not on the second 2Y, but on the first one if he reacted in time. But I think he just
that was
mashed
well
it.
played.
But he gets the round. I don't think he's running special support. You have to run special support against
I'm doing
Machamp.
jumping jacks before every
So
tournament
that's
I ever
probably
played.
like the meter disadvantage is probably his downfall in this third
Again,
game.
successful Umbreon keeping Azazel out of
Well,
his synergy.
no, he got his meter. He made 2 right decisions there. Very nice.
Got the momentum right now.
So what goes wrong?
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
he gets dunked on and he's in the corner. That's what
Like
goes
you're
wrong.
home.
He has his
It
burst,
works.
It was so
but Azazel can just burst him right back and stay in the corner. Why did he backdash? That's so weird. Azazel definitely could have just bursted him right back and stayed in the
Oh
corner.
my gosh.
I think he's throwing blocks in there. Earthquake, back it
When
up.
is he going to activate? He's taking all of his chip. Okay, he was waiting for Shadow Mewtwo to run out. So now he's going to do that
here
much
comes,
more damage.
Oh man,
no.
he pressed
When
the
he
button too,
smacks
so he
him.
lost
Try
the
to
health.
counter it. Oh, that's
100
it.
hand slap.
Nah, he
Hey,
needs
oh.
one more.
He's already one round guess and
He
it's
needs
over.
one more. And does that combo? It does
No,
not.
no,
6
no.
HP.
What's it gonna
Just
be?
any
Ah,
play.
why'd you use a -8
He
move?
tried with the 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that would have.
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Okay.
Wow.
2Y.
Reacts to the dash there with 2Y.
Right out of his block, that was like, he does it perfectly. The shield
Almost
was
ran it back,
there when he
but
grabbed him.
So good.
yeah, I think
That
in
move-
this
how-
situation,
I've
in
seen
this
him
part of the
use
match,
2Ys as like setups.
In the Groove needed to start
Pokes.
using
Because he knew he
tried to
more
end it
block
there with
checking
the
tools.
5Y.
because he knew he
you know,
only one
dash
hit,
forward
so that's the
6x,
safest
dash forward jab, that kind of stuff, just to get
Like,
Azazel to
like,
stop
look at
mashing
that.
normals.
So
Because
good.
Azazel's mashing normals now.
That was
Yeah, Zerk's commentary is really good. Met him at DreamHack, really nice guy.
Oh, too
Oh.
far.
Ooh, he definitely, like, he had the shimmy there, but he didn't get the punish.
5A, I think, to punish that grab.
Oh my
Gets
gosh.
hit out of the
that
earthquake.
fully charge counter just did so much damage.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wall
the
damage.
flutter.
I thought this
And-
commentary team was
oh,
really
that's-
good.
That's fine because now he's in
Gets
the corner.
caught
Last hit
jumping,
with
now
a
he's
phase
blocking.
shifting.
Very nice
Yeah.
anti-air.
That's too early in the air. He needed to fall down a little bit.
And
That
gets,
actually
yeah,
would've
man,
ended
his
the
conversions were all really fantastic, where he gets the non-21 hit version.
Right, like these optimized combos.
Good conversion there. He has the meter,
Like
so this round
secret.
is totally winnable now. Yeah, there he goes. That's exactly what I was just saying.
Knockdown.
I'm glad he did that. Just, you know, doing some
Also
block
right,
check
okay,
stuff.
we got
Like,
it
walk
again.
up and just jab him and
He
see
still
if he's
got his
mashing. Yeah, Ninja Link is fantastic.
All right, let's see if he can get back
I didn't even
in.
know he knew that much about this game, but he was actually really
right?
analytical, and I really
Ooh,
enjoyed hearing his
oh.
commentary.
Hey, and he's in there.
I forgot he got speed.
Back
boost.
up.
Umbreon gets him out. He needs to burst. All right, he bursts,
guys,
but he doesn't get the
that air
knockback
movement
on the
is
burst
ridiculous.
activation. He should have
Yeah.
done it a little bit
Cannot
closer
react.
so that he could set up
Right,
Pillar
he's
Oki
got corner.
immediately.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that could have been a fatal whiff.
Should have pillared there and
Time
ran
is
in because he was
dwindling
running out.
down. Both players out of their burst.
Breaking that shield. He,
don't know if he's-
okay, I was about to
Yeah,
say
I
he
think
could
he had
definitely
to
go for the
be
shield break
getting
there, but
past that.
Yeah, I was scared he was gonna
Azazel
do that
tries
during
to
the
chop
top
through it,
death.
and he changed up the timing. That was really
Well,
smart.
that's the thing.
But again, not
If
running
you
special.
kept him over
Azazel
there,
full
they
meter.
both
This
had
is
1
like
HP.
free
Gotta
Machamp
do
round
it.
because he's
Yeah.
not running special.
I didn't see. I even didn't see the time.
Like you have to have that
it was
start
up
40% against full burst Machamp, or you
Good
just can't keep up.
Umbreons from in the groove, man.
And you still have to win the field phase too. If you don't win the field
Yep.
phase, then even
Even
special
on
doesn't
rush, he
save
could do
you.
that in field.
And he lost the field phase. This round is
Scared.
like impossible. It looked like he
There's
tried to
two
press
eye.
something.
Oh, he messed up.
Yeah. Oh, and again, mistimed it.
Oh, he had the.
Just
Okay.
right.
Alright,
for
finds
the
his
first
way
one.
out. He has meter. He needs to win field for the HP. Oh, recovers fine. Recovers fine. He was far enough away. Barely misspaced the flamethrower. I liked what he was going for. It was a good choice, but he missed the spacing.
Grab.
That's like the third time Azazel's fallen for that.
Took a damage through the rage.
Yeah, that was kind of obvious.
Should have just
Yeah.
Should have just
So
homing
he
attack
gets
there.
these, he texts.
Like 9 out of 10 times in that situation,
Out
just
of the
homing
shield.
attack. Because like you're both low on health.
Azazel.
People look for the throw more. I feel
Running
like
it.
when they're low on
Ooh,
health.
too early.
Yeah, still on block stun. You got duff for it.
But yeah, didn't
he
use
was
his
not gonna buy
burst.
Umbreon.
Neither player did,
And
so
he
he wasn't
could
able
block.
to take Machamp's. Like this
Gonna
is
keep
this
his
is a really
meter.
hard round
Oh,
now
oof.
because he
Oh,
didn't take
showed his own
Machamp's
shoulders.
burst.
No, he didn't care about the mix-up.
Yeah, again
Ooh,
getting through
he
the
didn't care
counter.
about
That
his
was really
counterattack.
good. That's what we were talking about earlier.
No fear in his man. Oh,
Scoops.
no, I think that...
No, he didn't go
he
for the
didn't-
jump
He didn't
twice.
finish him? Huh?
All
No
right.
pillar. Like you gotta.
Oh, God.
Machamp's slow, man. You gotta. If you're in burst, throw the pillar so you can get
Yeah,
in.
he had to knock the
Goose
door.
and go.
He had to knock the door down there.
You can backdash
You know,
and
that's
throw a
all
pillar and
he's a
detonate it, and
monster,
Machamp just
so
has to hold that. Like
I dropped
he
my door.
like burst pillar's too good. Machamp just has to hold that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Unless he
didn't
has
finish it
cross
there,
chop
but he
on
wasn't
deck
gonna-
and is
Coming
ballsy
in
enough to
with
throw
the
that out
button
at
and
Shadow
down,
Mewtwo in burst
set,
mode.
and hut.
Like
Oh,
he's gonna
he
have to hold that
forward
pillar,
dash.
man.
Oh, okay.
He walked forward, he saw it, and he forward dashed for some reason. I think he misinput there. Ugh.
So Like, I feel like In the Groove's playing so awesome, but the big thing he's not capitalizing on is his own burst mode.
Azazel 1 game away from
He's not making big plays when he's in burst, and you just have to in this matchup. This matchup's hard. It's all about you making big plays in burst.
Rough.
And again, not running special, like the meter management. You gotta definitely think about that when you're fighting the heavies. Always run special.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think he could have whip punished that, so that's fine.
It begins.
He gets caught with the 100-hand slap.
The Epo run with that homing attack.
Oh wow, he just took it instead.
Yeah, he tried to punish it.
Yeah, he gets just doesn't guess right in the mix-up. That happens. Like
Azazel might be saying download complete.
You don't win that phase, man. You don't have that meter. So he just in the groove couldn't get meter. You gotta win. You gotta win like 2 fields in this matchup in the first round. I feel like you really gotta win the first round in general in this matchup. That was unfortunate because he was right.
But it's good Umbreon's. Oh, the whiff.
Good choice jabbing, seeing what it'll do. Nice catch on the backdash. I would jab again.
Nice.
Oh man, he definitely should have jabbed again. If he jabbed there, he would have taken a very big life lead.
That Armika roundhouse over here.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
It is punishable on whiff, just not on block. And what a whiff that was. Oh my gosh.
And gets tick thrown. That should be it, right?
That's
That's
it.
grand finals.
Azazel takes it over in the groove. He says, I prefer
But I mean, seriously, shoutouts to In the Groove, man. His play is really awesome. Definitely some things he could be doing better in the matchup, resource-wise. But still, absolutely phenomenal
and
shot.
there's his trophy. Yes, he's so happy. I like this. I like when I see the Japanese players pop off because a lot.
How long did we go today? Let's check it out. Hour and 22, about the same as last time. Pretty close. I want to thank you all again for tuning in. I think we had good talks today. Enjoyed going over the patch, man. I'm excited for new content. I wonder what's going to be next. I wonder if they'll change the rest of the cast too with the 4th character. But anyway, again, next week we'll be having another show, and hope to see you guys in it. Especially you guys, Mins and Tholius. Always really good talks with you guys. Really good information. Always a pleasure to be able to display the chat so others can see what you guys have said. And peace out, guys. Catch you next time.